What's up everybody, my name is Jonesy and welcome to the Hyperspace Database, the show where we highlight the great ships of Star Wars and give you some secret trivia and history behind them. Today's topic, the Y-Wing Starfighter. The Y-Wing was the workhorse of the Rebel Alliance fleet, and with its bombing and ion capabilities was the primary choice for air-to-ground missions and also raids against capital ships. The Y-Wing was developed by Ken Sayer Manufacturing and was a fighter-bomber hybrid. It was nicknamed the Wishbone by Alliance and New Republic pilots. The Y-Wing was the workhorse of the Alliance fleet, with its extra shielding and heavy armament. Unfortunately, the craft was slow and maintenance was difficult due to having to remove the heavy plating surrounding the internal components of the craft. Eventually, maintenance crews removed the heavy hull plating entirely in many models, reducing the weight of the craft and the heat it produced. The Y-Wing was essential for dealing with capital ships and other heavy targets that needed more than what the average laser cannon could deal with. Another key feature of the Y-Wing was its ion cannons, which were able to disable a craft without severely damaging it, a feature that was not present on many starfighters until the B-Wing was introduced later. The Y-Wing was not very maneuverable and required other ships to escort it on their bombing runs to protect them from enemy fighters. There were several different models of Y-Wing. The BTLB model was heavily used in the Clone Wars and possessed full armor over the engines as well as a bubble turret that gave gunners a better field of view. It was used by Anakin Skywalker and Ahsoka Tano on the raid against the flagship of General Grievous, the Malevolence, as well as in the battles of Ryloth, Geonosis, Kamino, Umbara, and Malastare, just to name a few. The BTL-S3 was one of the most common model of Y-Wing and was used by Poe Dameron and the Resistance during the Cold War, and some versions were modified with particle cannons and blaster turrets instead of blaster cannons in the ion turret, which was then designated the S3B variant. The BTL-A4 Y-Wing was a one-man variant of the S3 that sacrificed shielding for quicker speed. The ion turret was also locked in a forward-facing position. This variant was very popular and was favored by quite a few pilots. It's probably the most seen variant of the craft, as it was used in numerous missions in the Rebels TV show, the Battle of Scarif to steal the plans for the first Death Star in Rogue One, and then in the attack on the first Death Star in A New Hope, as well as the mission to capture the plans for the second Death Star in the Legends continuity. There was also the BTL-A4 Long Probe variant that had advanced scanners and extended fuel supply that was mainly used for scouting missions. Also the BTL-S3 Courier variant of Y-Wing, which could hold up to 5 passengers and remove the ion cannon to make extra room for storage. The Y-Wing has an extensive history in other Star Wars media as well as the TV shows and movies, and has appeared in almost every Star Wars video game as a flyable craft. It was developed before the X-Wing and saw its way into many different groups and militias. While the X-Wing was more versatile in its missions, the Y-Wing remained the primary bomber and craft disabler of the Rebel Alliance fleet until the development of the B-Wing. But it continued to be used even after that due to its heavier armor and ease of piloting. The Y-Wing was popular with many private fleets, and saw new life as a planetary defense craft, even being seen as late as 44 years after the destruction of the first Death Star. Well guys, that about wraps up this episode. Be sure to stick around to the end for some secret trivia. Did you guys like this? Be sure to let me know in the comments if you did, and what ship you'd like to see next. Is there another Star Wars topic you want me to cover? Leave that in the comments as well. Be sure to check out our other videos and hit those like and subscribe buttons, and hit the little bell to be notified every single time we publish a new video. Thank you guys so much for your support, and we'll see you next time.